List 5 parameters for which to determine who is the greatest footballer. Just 5.
Area power, shot power, physique, longevity, goal scoring, clutchness. I just killed you.
Okay, so the metric you are setting for who is the greatest human to kick a football is arbitrary. I didn't say Ronaldo has not done good things. I said he's not the best.
The problem is that you don't know this about football.
You know that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, what's football?
Empirically, we have seen other better human beings that have kicked the ball.
Do you know Ronaldo?
Of course, I know Ronaldo.
Do you know Ronaldo physique?
Why do you all of a sudden think that Ronaldo's physique should then determine who should be the best player? Answer the question first before you go on.
I've seen lives change from sports betting.
Lives have also been lost.
Can a random person bet on you?
Yes, a random person.
Oh, a random person. I cannot bet on you. Can you bet on her? Ronaldo has a foundation in Congo.
Because he has a foundation.
Hold on.
No, relax.
Think about your point well.
You said the best player, I agree, I'll not come. But if you said the best human, I'm a human. I need about humanity. Where give me?
Let me tell you something. This is how it works.
Okay.
There is something called eye test. You have seen it. But on the pitch and off the pitch.
Yes.
Philippe Lam is better than Ronaldo. How?
That's what I'm thinking. Messi and Ronaldo, who has the better goal scoring ratio? Messi has more goals.
Okay, now you want to go Messi. You are now there.
The greatest goal contribution.
There is no statistics. I even want you again to come back.
The initial premise that talent doesn't exist is a problem. Talent actually exists.
Alright, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Uyiga, Michael, number one Ronaldo fan in the whole wide world. Why? Because as a human being, all of us were born with zero talent, zero effort. We just came outside, but Ronaldo was born with it. He just had to discover what he has in him. After being from a poor family, he has struggled. He's the definition of the Nigerian dream. You know how you suffer and then you make it. That's Ronaldo. Then you make it to a point where your child is currently making it. That's Ronaldo. You don't see that often. He beats the whole hard work, doesn't just talent is not. That's not Ronaldo. It's Ronaldo is special. If you had a galaxy tournament where we have aliens and versus humans, the whole humanoids would call Ronaldo as our first person. Why? Because he's clutch. He's going to provide us goals. So, essentially, what I'm trying to say is that Ronaldo he's better than all of us. As a human being. As a human being. Why? Because his physique. None of us here has Ronaldo physique at 40 years old. Nobody has 40 bar. Nobody has 40 bar. All of us, we are not looking like Ronaldo. We have body fat of more than. So I can continue, but who wants to come? All right.
I agree with you that Cristiano Ronaldo is the greatest footballer.
A human football.
But I don't agree with you that he's the greatest human, right, to ever play the football. The reason is because I think football goes more than the pitch. I think football applies to what happens on and off the pitch. Now, not to say that Ronaldo is bad off the pitch. I mean, we can call records like the rape case and several other things, but that's not the point. The point here is that there's several other human beings that have touched the football that are better than him. Example is Philippe Lam. Philippe Lam off the pitch and on the pitch.
Off the pitch, Ronaldo.
Yeah,
How is Philippe Lam off the pitch?
Relax. Philippe Lam, together with Sadio Mane and several other footballers.
How is Philippe
That's
Lam
what I want to give
off
you.
the pitch?
That is what I want to give you.
Don't say Sadio Mane, let's start.
Wait.
Okay.
That's why I want to give you. I'm calling examples of individuals that are
don't do that.
On the pitch and off
you
the
came
pitch.
here and you said,
relax.
You said,
relax. You're not allowing me to
on the pitch and off the pitch.
Yes.
Philippe Lam is better than Ronaldo. How?
Yes. Okay.
Don't just give me how.
Okay. Philippe Lam has done more charitable things than Ronaldo.
Guy, go back and start.
Sadio Mane.
There's nobody that has done. Ronaldo has a foundation in Congo. Ronaldo has a foundation in the whole of Congo.
So it automatically makes
what does Philippe Lam has?
It because he has a foundation. Does that mean that it's not a rapist again? No, relax. Giving examples of several people that have several
You can't come here. Hold on, I'm not even
ultimate.
Wait.
Relax.
You can't come here.
It doesn't trust.
I can tell you today or not.
I told you
Exactly. That's why I didn't say Ronaldo has not done good things. I said he's not the best. You are saying you have to show that he's the best person to have done everything. Several people have created
Philip Lam better than Ronaldo on the pitch.
That's too basic to
Is Philip Lam.
Take
You came here and said it. I don't say it now.
Lam is not good.
That's Philip Lam. Don't take that. How would you say no? Go back. How would you say no? How would you change your mouth?
That's the poor way to debate.
No. You will not come here and propose and then why would you come and switch up? Just your face and you're switching up. How would you switch up? He's saying Philip Lam and then he say, okay, don't call Philip Lam again. He's saying Philip Lam. I even want you again if you can come back. Bro, hold on. I want to this guy. I don't know who starts. Think about your points well and then you come back. Think about your points and come back.
Okay. So I'm going to start now. So I'm a Messi fan. I don't know so much about football.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I don't know so much about
that's
football.
Fine.
But it's your claim.
But do you know Ronaldo?
It's your claim.
Do you know Ronaldo?
Of course I know Ronaldo.
Do you know Ronaldo physique? Alright, that's what I thought.
So why is he the best person to ever touch the football? Best human to ever touch the football?
To me or to everybody?
To you. You're only giving the claim.
Alright. Since you don't know anything about football, how do we start now? Because
no.
Long time ago, it is land far away.
You didn't say the best player. If you say the best player, I'll agree. I'll not come. But if you say the best human, I'm a human. I know so much about humanity. Give me.
The problem is that you don't know anything about football.
Oh my God.
That point's already. That's how. No, that's not aggressive.
You said
best
player.
If it's football. If you had said
best player, that's
no, you said best human that ever kicked the football. How many humans do you know that kicked the football? You didn't even watch football. That's what I'm saying. Me, I watch football. I've been watching football since I was 3 years old.
Okay, hold on.
I've watched football since I was 3 years old.
Okay.
I have watched the Olympics. I've watched the World Cup. I've watched Premier League. I've watched La Liga. I've watched Under 17. And nobody.
The only way, the metric for comparison.
You will not tell me the metric for comparison now.
Let me establish it to you.
Okay,
metric of comparison is something is greater than something. Is if you have seen this and see this, evaluate it. That's the metric of comparison.
Yes, now.
You have not seen everybody that are not playing football. You have not seen everybody in the whole world that have touched the football. You have only seen people on the pitch registered as tournament players touching the football.
So if somebody says, this person is the best rapper, have they heard everybody rap?
Greatest human to rap.
Greatest rapper.
No, you said greatest human to rap. It's different from greatest rapper.
Greatest human to rap.
You said it's different from.
So you have not heard greatest human to rap?
No, if somebody
you have not heard it.
I've heard it and it doesn't make sense.
Why does it not make sense?
Just the same way you're clear.
Please let me tell you something. This is how it works.
Okay.
There is something called eye test. You have seen it. But you have seen that's something else. You have seen it already. You know. I have been watching football since 3 years old.
Okay.
Nobody have seen Ronaldo jump up. Hold on, that's why he's human. Listen now, listen. You know why? Let me tell you, I watched Ronaldo versus Sampdoria. The defender jumped up. First, Ronaldo was on the floor. Ronaldo jumped up. The defender came down. Ronaldo was on the air for 5 more seconds. And Ronaldo held the ball. All of us saw it with our eyes.
See,
that's human being. Nobody has done that before.
They are so marvelous.
We have seen Ronaldo kick the ball from the midfield.
Marvelous thing that other players
United, no. Yeah, that's it. Everybody is just going to be. Welcome.
So, I'm a Ronaldo fan.
Oh yeah, Ronaldo fan. This is a peacekeeping now. This is peacekeeping.
But I think Ronaldo is the greatest footballer of all time.
Yeah.
That might be down to the things that you pointed out, physics, etc.
Yeah.
But it's not the greatest human.
Okay, why?
Ever kicked the ball. Because empirically, we have seen other better human beings that have kicked the ball. They didn't have time to develop themselves as much. All of the things about being the greatest human to play football and the metric that you're setting are very arbitrary.
Okay.
You know, like telling Ronaldo suffering injuries, you know, that's biological. That's something you can't change. But I don't think actually he's the greatest human to ever play football. In my opinion, Gaucho, Ronaldinho,
is the greatest.
He's the best player.
You know why I love this? This is his opinion. Fine, but can I tell you, Ronaldo by what metric is Ronaldo the best player to kick football?
Oh, it was effortless to him. I think the initial premise that talent doesn't exist is a problem. Talent actually exists.
Ronaldo went to Milan and did not provide 20 goals per season.
Ronaldo was not a goal scorer now.
Ronaldo went to Milan, did not provide 20 assists per season.
Is it that? You can't
was it not assist again? Can we go there?
You can't say that.
Ronaldo went to Milan.
You can't say that.
You are giving me Ronaldo from Barcelona.
No,
I'm giving
Ronaldinho from Barcelona.
Why are you giving Ronaldinho?
This was Ronaldinho throughout his career until today. Ronaldinho kicks a ball. You still see magic. No. Ronaldinho still.
Let me tell you why.
This is magic.
This is why. This is magic. Football is judged by these goals.
Yeah.
Assists. It's not who
That's
dribble
why-
pass.
that's why Ronaldo is the
Dribble
greatest
pass is not a statistics. You know
That's why it's the greatest
who signed it pass.
of all time.
Human.
But goal contribution, he's not even there. Let's
Who?
even start with
Ronaldo or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo. He's not the.
There is no bastard.
He's not the footballer with the greatest goal contribution.
There is no statistics that Ronaldo and you're a Ronaldo fan. Why now, bro?
Add goals and assists. Messi has more goals.
Okay, now you want to go
than
Messi.
Ronaldo.
You are now there.
No, I think that the metric you are setting, the metric you are setting is arbitrary, bro. It's not
What
the
are you
metric.
doing?
The metric you are setting for who is the greatest human to kick a football.
Yeah.
It's arbitrary because you just
Give
said
me who is the greatest
goals.
man to give football. You said
I said
Ronaldo.
Gaucho. I said
And I'm
Gaucho,
telling you
Ronaldo.
why. You're telling me he dribbles.
His method of play, style
He
of play
smiles.
was very, very effortless. Not because he smiles. I didn't say he
What
smiles.
is the
Leao
reason?
smiles.
What's the
Leao
reason?
smiles.
Is he more important than
Did you
Neymar?
watch Ronaldinho play? You just said that
I
he
watched
only-
Ronaldinho,
you said he
yes,
only
now.
played well at Barcelona.
I
Are you kidding me?
watched Ronaldo. I
Are you
was
kidding me?
there. I was Barcelona fan.
The only club, the only
Do you know why I
team that
left?
Ronaldinho didn't play very well was at PSG, not Barcelona.
Milan.
Was at PSG, not Milan. Not Milan.
He knows.
No official trophy.
Yeah, you have one.
Good day, bros. So I think I want us to have a headway in this. I just
Okay.
feel like the conversation is not having a headway. I want you to set a parameter. Let's say list 5 parameters for we to determine who is the greatest footballer. You know, human to ever play football. You know, of all time. Just list 5 parameters. Just 5.
Area powers, shot power,
Era power, shot power,
physique,
physique.
longevity, goal scoring, clutchness. I just killed you.
Okay, so
But you don't even know. I just destroyed you, but you don't even know.
No, calm
you don't
down.
know yet.
Calm down.
But
I
you
don't
just
think
watch.
you should list. We've not started the debate.
Just watch.
Just list, right? So you started with era power.
Yeah.
So why do you think that era power
There is
more,
nobody.
Can you calm down and let me
Okay.
talk to you? Why do you think that era power is more important than playmaking? Why do you think that era
You asked
power
me to
is more important
ask-
than playmaking? No, you set a parameter. I want us to justify why that parameter should actually be, the most important parameter. Why do you think that era power is
I
more
gave you.
important than playmaking?
I
No,
gave you.
Just answer.
Hold on. I gave you 5 parameters.
I'm attacking one of it. Just answer.
Okay, you are using one for one.
Answer that question.
What is no? I gave you clutch.
Why
Hold on
is-
now. Hold on.
Answer
You said
the question.
playmaking, and I gave you 5 parameters.
Why is era power more important than
Hold
playmaking
on now.
in football? Answer the
Hold
question.
on.
Yeah.
I gave you
You are not the
5.
one thinking. Oh.
No, I gave you 5 parameters. You gave me 1 parameter.
I asked one question. I've not even asked
You
that.
said playmaking is better than.
No, I did not say. I said you should answer why is era power more important than playmaking in determining who should be the greatest human to
You
ever
asked
play
me
the ball.
why is Ronaldo the greatest human. I gave you the qualities.
And I'm attacking your quality. I want us
You
to interrogate
attack all the quality of one person as a human. You don't pick one and say, for instance, I tell you
I'm
Messi
asking
is
you
the
one
greatest.
question. If you answer that question good, I can interrogate
No, you would
others.
say, okay, why is those qualities better than playmaking? I'll tell you, okay, I prefer clutchness than playmaking. Because if somebody is clutch, it means if he comes in 90, he's giving me a goal 91, 93.
So do you know
But-
do you know the funny thing? You talked about goal scoring, right? You talked about goal scoring. Messi and Ronaldo, who has a better goal scoring ratio?
Who has a better goal? If I start from, remove Messi, hold on, remove Messi from
Answer the question first before you go on. Who has a better goal scoring
Messi.
ratio? Messi does.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Now you talk about assist. Who has, you mentioned assist while I was
Yeah.
there. Who has a better assist ratio? Messi does, right?
Yeah.
So who has won more tournaments?
Messi.
Messi has,
Yeah.
right? So why do you all of a sudden think that Ronaldo's physique should then determine who should be the best player? I think that's
Can he come back or come back again? This claim was from a place of love, because all of us, we are victims in one way or another from gambling. You being here, your parents took a gamble. Your mom and your dad had sex and they took a gamble and said, let's just, it's 50-50 chance of you being here, you being alive. 50-50 chance. Yeah. So I was like, from sport as well, it's like 50-50 chance. But then everybody wants to, everybody here in the whole Nigeria has in one way or another played bets.
No.
All right.
Yeah, so like first of all, like I think it is disingenuous to say only hypocrites don't like sports betting, especially if you consider the fact that with sports betting there are a lot of ills, right? Sports, for instance, is already heated, right? People commit crime of passion, for instance. People abuse their partners, for instance, when their team loses. So when you bring betting into the equation, what it does is it's sort of like multiplies this impact of ills that would have ordinarily happened, right? Let's say an abusive husband, for instance, and he supports Man U, and anytime Man U loses,
Proper example.
he hits his lady, right? that's only going to multiply if he has something greater at stake, like finances, right? He has stake his money and stuff. What happens is like the assaults, the abuse is going to increase because of that. So on that premise alone, right? I mean, there are a lot of premises to not want to go into gambling. On that premise alone, are you going to say somebody who do not support sport betting is an hypocrite for that?
Okay. There are so many vices in this world.
Yeah.
For instance, United States just woke up yesterday and they threw bomb in Iraq, and they still said, they throw the bomb. Let's stop Jamal. Let's nobody fight again. Now let's throw bomb.
Yeah.
You get. So I think the positive outweighs the negative so much by this instance.
How so?
Yeah, I've seen lives change from sports betting.
Lives have also been lost. Lives have also.
That's what I'm saying. I have seen the positive outweigh the negative. Again, we have seen. We have learned from betting. For instance, there are so many players that geography, for instance.
Sorry.
Guys, this is just starting.
No, it's not possible now. Okay, no one. Why like voted out here? As how? Who voted them out? You are saying proper stuff now. Nobody voted this guy out that came that first time. Nobody voted this guy that came that first time. Out. Okay now.
Okay,
This guy that came in. Okay, sorry.
Good evening.
Sorry. Welcome.
Good evening. So, like 2 minutes ago, you said that the reason why you believe sporty bet is not that bad is because it changed life, right? You do realize that the probability or the ratio of it.
I need to comment it from Ronaldo. Where did you just come from?
I don't.
I would have bet like 2 months, but sorry. Sorry.
The rate at which sporty bet spoils life is more higher than the rate at which it helps life.
Why so?
I'll use myself as an example. I have a friend. He stakes every day. He used his first semester exam fee, school fees to stake. Mind you, he did not get it back. Now he had to like run around. I had to help him because I was a good friend, good Samaritan and all of that stuff. The point is that it's more than just saying, hypocrites are the one that demonizes. Number one, sporty bet causes like loans, and like what he said, in several instances and in worst case scenarios whereby you use your life savings or use your family savings to like place bet because you think Man U beat Arsenal, whatever. At the end of the day, when this team you place your bet loses on, it puts you at financial risk. At the end of the day, it also affects your mental health. We've had like several cases whereby these people go into depression, and in severe cases they kill themselves because of these loans. So how then can you say that sporty betting is like just, and the mentality these betters or people that bet have is that, let me keep on betting, one day I'll win. And there's a statistic that says that like daily, or rather let's just use Nigerian students as an example, you see that more like 60% of them, they are staking daily on different things with stakes and all of that stuff. How then is it changing their life? Because they are putting money every day. The sporting bet company are the one benefiting from it. You will spend like, let's say 100 million staking on the bet, and just for you to win 1 million in one day, that same day it finishes, and then you'll be like, I won it one day, let me hope one day I'll dig the wall and all of that stuff. At the end of the day, sporting bet is not just about like affecting that individual itself. It's caused a deeper repercussion on the society. So it then like boils down your claim to me. It just makes your claim very invalid.
All right. On cigarette carton, you'd see what's that thing? All right. Do you know the highest smoking is not even top 10, top 20, top 30 of what kills young people?
Yes.
I can't give you, can check on your phone. I can't be cramming and telling you. You are here now. So what kills? Diabetes kills more than smoking. Diabetes. Now, what it means is that your data is really not. What's the word? It's not. What's this word? No, not reflect. What's like a bar, cogent. Like a bar. It's not really solid enough because I can still tell you, me too, betting changed my life, or one person died from betting. What I'm telling you in essence is that there are so many positives from betting. For instance, we have children now learning geography. They know their clubs. Yeah. You know how many countries you learn from betting? You'd see a flag, you'd see and say, that's Andorra. How do you know? From betting.
So you're trying to say that?
Yeah, you learn geography from betting.
Geography is.
Yeah, that's betting. see where I am. Hey.
Yeah, that's how it is. You have to run.
Hey. No, but why did you not come Ronaldo? When you Ronaldo, did not come. Please make your man the next one, please.
I love Ronaldo too much. I'm sorry. I could not argue against my goat.
All
right. Hi, Oyiga.
Yeah, hi.
Okay, so me, I'm not coming here to argue that betting kills people or whatever, because
But you bet.
I really don't. No, I don't.
You have never took a chance on anything.
Never.
Ever.
No, like sport betting.
But you have betted before.
No, I've not. Even in any other instance, apart from, of course, when I'm betting on myself or other things I want to do. Right? So now I'm not here to argue that sporting kills, but I think that sport betting is harmful to sport itself.
Okay,
I think it kills the sport. So you see, and that's one of the problems I have with FPL too. I think that the reason why we do sport is for entertainment, for enjoyment, and sports has always been a form of also like coercion, right? I think that sport betting makes us lose that.
Right.
As, for example, I'm a United fan. Yeah.
Sorry,
but yeah, life stories. But there was one match where I had to support Liverpool because I had Salah as my captain on FPL. Now, as a Manchester United fan, I'm never supposed to support Liverpool because they are our biggest rivals in England. Yeah. So I'm already going against what makes me love the sport, which is Manchester United. Or imagine me supporting Messi scoring in a goal because I stick back to win. Do you understand? So those are things that I think essentially kills the sport, because you can't look rationally at a game and say maybe Barcelona is playing against one small team in La Liga. You cannot look rationally and say, oh, I'm going to stick Barcelona to lose simply because I hate Messi. So technically, even if you don't want to, you have to support Barcelona to win that game because you have to win your money. So I think that it kills the love for the game in and of itself. Same thing with FPL, right? Because you're supporting teams you're not supposed to support because you want to make some sort of profit, you want to make some sort of money, you want to have some sort of benefit. And sometimes they're not just watching sports to enjoy it. Some people don't sit for long hours to watch football because they love football anymore, but because they want to see if the teams they stake to win will actually win. So I think that essentially kills the love of the sport, because if the team you're supporting loses, you feel sad and you're no longer entertained.
All right. I get your point, but sport betting is not a thing of today. Who have seen what's that movie? That had this guy. Maximus, what's the movie? This room stuff. Not that cause not 300. The one that has this proper guy, Maximus. My name is Maximus. Blah blah blah. Gladiator. Thank you, God bless you. All of you watch me. God, what's shame for it? But they were taking already dead. People are taking chance on the lesser horses. People are taking chance on the fastest horses. It's normal. It's a fun part of the sport. Taking a chance. God took a chance on all of us. God took a chance. God took a chance on Jesus himself. If God himself cannot say, all of you, my son will not die for you. God said, okay, my son.
If sport betting was like part of the game, why do they criminalize players who bet? Like, do you know that if as a player you are caught betting, you'll get punished by FIFA? Yes, why do they do that?
But do you know why? This is the reason why. Because you are a participant in itself. It means I can do both.
So as a fan of a game, I am not a participant, because I'll call myself whenever something happens to Manchester United, I say, Manchester United, we've lost again. I count myself as a part.
You know why you bet on yourself? And I cannot bet on you. You bet on yourself, Can I bet on you?
Yes, you can bet on me. You bet on people you believe in. Like my mother now. My mother cannot exclude herself.
Can a random person bet on you?
Yes, a random person can. I've had random.
Can I bet on you?
Yes, you can.
Right. So I cannot bet on you. Can you bet on her? I can bet on her. You know what it means?
Exactly.
Are you a random person? Are you a random person? Hi, everybody, once again. This is a very touchy topic. It's going to touch so many people in their hearts, because you have been led, you know, when they deceive you, and for a long time till you have this eye opener. Today is the eye opener. Football is meant to have a rush. There's a certain rush you should have for football. There's a certain adrenaline that should come out from football. Football is not meant for one team to hold the ball for the whole of the 90, and all of us just wait for you to give us the ball and we counter at you. That's not football. That's something else, but it's not football. Football is meant to let there be luck, let there be mistakes, let there be. Don't take a player and then switch that player from a talented player to a system player. For instance, we have seen. Okay, let's just so I don't. Alright. Do you want to start with Philip Lam again?
No. You showed that you are not strong enough to carry the argument. So let's move on.
You didn't even. Okay, that was what he thought. What did he think when he think of?
You want relax?
What he thinking when he think like come back with this? Wow. You take time, sha.
I don't get come back.
Hello, I joke.
Okay.
All right.
I believe that things that allow Pep Guardiola to beat them are weak. Quote and unquote, they don't know how to play ball. If Guardiola plays against your team and win, then you don't know how to play ball, which is why every time Ronaldo loses to Guardiola, he's angry because he knows that he shouldn't be losing to a pipe. Anytime people loses to Guardiola, they are angry because they say he buys his way into winning. He has a lot of money, but that should be a drive. I don't think he ruined the sport. I think what he's trying to do is trying to make these weak niggas stronger than they are.
I don't say nigga.
Sorry,
I don't. Sorry.
Trying to make these weak players stronger than they are. Because if we argue that he spends a lot
Would
of
you
money,
say Guardiola was a failure last season?
yes.
Okay. Would you say Guardiola is a failure in developing players like Doku,
Yes.
Savinho?
Yes.
Can I go on?
Yeah, you can.
So does that mean that Guardiola ruined the sport?
No, it doesn't mean that he ruined the sport because he failed to develop all those players. I mean, there are several other players that Guardiola has failed to develop. Example would be this.
The last 5 years. Who?
In the last 5 years.
5 years. Give me somebody.
Okay, he failed to develop.
Not failed. Who he developed?
Who he developed?
Yeah.
But I think he developed Kevin De Bruyne.
So De Bruyne was not good before he came to Guardiola.
No, it was good, but it was far more better than.
But De Bruyne had 22 assists in Medal Premier as Wolfsburg, 20 assists already.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean like Kevin De Bruyne was not world best level when he was in.
He had 20 assists at age of 18 years.
Translate to that. Okay, based on your logic, do you not say that Lamine Yamal was already developed or is currently developed? And
I didn't even like Yamal. Look at where you got.
Exactly, but you say
Why would you say Yamal?
You say
Yamal is
Kevin De
very
Bruyne. You say Kevin De Bruyne.
Why would you even say Yamal?
Wolfsburg. Yeah, I did.
Why would you say Yamal? He's not good. So don't say he's not good at all.
No, Yamal has more than 20 goal contribution this season. Are you trying to say that he's world best based on your logic?
Go out. Go out. They did it for that game. Go out, Joe. They did it for somebody. Alright, let's see.
You be lion now, so I'm not going to.
Yeah. That was my schoolboy. We have met in several episodes before.
All right, so
I think we do something.
I'm looking at it from the tactical perspective.
Okay.
Because I believe that's what you were referring to.
Yeah.
I am a football manager. That's
Okay.
essentially what I enjoy about football. So Guardiola is of the Cariophant school of thought that believes in possession, game state management, chaos reduction, low predictability in outcomes. So he believes in control, obsession, sustainable possession. So, for the argument that Guardiola has ruined football is premised on the fact that football has to be chaotic, perpetually chaotic. And if the argument has a time variable to it, you are saying that historically, football that was more unpredictable in the past is more enjoyable right now. That premise is wrong because footballing taste has evolved as people have evolved their taste for entertainment. So right now, people prefer something more calculated as intellectualization of everything.
How many of you enjoy PSG pattern of play?
PSG is
How many of you? Massive attack. Liverpool the same thing.
Okay.
Nobody does mathematics of you the goalkeeper pass to the left hand side. Like there's no space for mistakes. Football should have mistakes.
The highest possession teams in the world, the best possession teams today, and possession managers, Barcelona, that's Flick, Arteta, Arsenal, Luis Enrique, PSG, they still emphasize on transition football because there is absolutely no way you can control the game without being able to move attack from your defense to the opposition's box. That has always been their philosophy.
You watched PSG against the finals.
Yeah, I did now.
Did you see them beat from the back from the finals?
That is the point. They always
Did you see them beat from the back from the finals?
They have very good counter press.
Hold on.
I did. I saw them.
Did you see them build from the back at the finals?
I analyzed it myself.
Hold on.
They built
This
from
is a
the
yes
back
or no?
in a 2-3-5 formation. Inter Milan built from the back.
Did you see them
combining
build from the back like Guardiola's build from the back?
Yes, but theirs is different. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
They don't have a falling DM. They play Vitinha, Neves, and the other guy, and all of them are fluid midfielders. So they have a diamond in the midfield, in the middle.
But do you believe this pattern of football weakens?
It doesn't. It's based on subjective appeal. It actually makes teams stronger.
No, player. I'm not talking about the player perspective.
It makes them more robotic.
Oh, okay, I'm okay with this.
No, but it doesn't mean it lacks entertainment value. Do you understand? Because it could be more robotic, but then the volume of chance creation is higher. Because Guardiola emphasizes on scoring from high probability chances more than low probability.
That's why the game is dying today.
That's why they score more goals. That's why Arsenal scores goals.
That's why the game is dying today. You know what? That's why we don't have quality players anymore. If Yamal goes to Man City, he becomes a citizen player. So what are you saying? Yamal is our only hope of having something. That's it. We don't have that anymore.
So I still on the Guardiola review.
Yeah.
Okay. So am I supposed to just press it?
I think it's so.
Yeah. So basically, I think football has been so fragmented that as a coach, you now have to do your job as a coach, right? Let me explain. So in Manchester United, for instance, I think last season or so, yeah, like the system is broken in Manchester United, right? So that's why I'm using them as an example.
Okay, that's fine.
But like for other functional clubs, we have people who operate for different things. So we'll have like food scientists, masseurs. We even have people that actually train these players, right? So the burden is no longer on a coach anymore, right? So if we are going to be measuring Guardiola's success, it has to now be tactical based, right? So tactically, is he good? Tactically, has he real football? The answer cannot be yes, right? Because he makes mistakes. You cannot say he's a robot. He makes mistakes. Like we've seen Guardiola overthink things a lot of times, like the Champions League finals versus Chelsea, where he overthought and all of that. So he's not infallible. He's fallible, right? So I think you have to do more than saying, oh, he has not developed players. Maybe that's not his job description to develop players, right? Maybe his job is just
I can just hold this and then,
maybe his job is just to buy the best players because people say, oh, like he has spent a lot of money, right? But there are some people, like a lot of coaches that will spend similar amounts and not have near success as much as he does. And De Haan, for instance, De Haan spent a shit ton of money, right? But how did he spend it, right? So we cannot use that as a pedestal to say, oh, because he spent money, because he...
But is it a good thing for a coach? For instance, when Foden was coming up from Pellegrini, Foden was like absolute bonkers. Like everybody was like Foden. Foden first season with Guardiola, bonkers. Foden today, every other person from the Foden realm has left.
Yeah, but again, that's not a Guardiola problem. Do you know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because when you're measuring their success as a coach, right? How do you measure his success? If like the board gives him a KPI, for instance, right, something he needs to meet, it's probably be to win trophies, right? So if he's winning them the treble, for instance, you cannot say he's bad at his job because Foden is no longer the gunman he used to be. Right? As long as he's achieving success as a team, that's why he can dispense of players as he wants, right? He came and he told Joe Hart like, yo, like time's up, bounce. He did that and still succeeded, right? So whether or not certain players get sacrificed along the way, we have the likes of Jack Grealish who had to be sacrificed because like who he was at Aston Villa is not who he was at Man City. But as long as the team wins, right? He gets away with it, and that's fair. You cannot say it's not fair because his job is to win as a coach.
Like what I'm saying, you are still they talk my point because the sports in general. If everybody plays like Guardiola, do you think with the sport will be enjoyable?
But not everybody can play like Guardiola.
Why?
Because they might do it and not succeed because it's risk-based. There are a lot of coaches that try to do the tiki-taka, for instance. There are a lot of coaches that try to play the tiki-taka and they failed at it, right? So you cannot necessarily be like Guardiola because he's unique. He has unique experiences and that's why he is who he is, right? That's why he's considered like GOAT manager among like a lot of his peers is considered like the GOAT, right? Because every club he has gone to, he has succeeded. Whether or not you like how he succeeded, whether or not people were sacrificed, he succeeded, and that's the
value.
It's just 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay. For what again now? Is it time now?
Same thing.
The same stuff. Alright, now.
What do you mean by Guardiola ruined football? I just think that things like introduction of technology ruined football more than Guardiola in terms of the predictability of the outcomes that you're discussing.
Guardiola is the first to introduce the best of football.
No, I'm not saying Guardiola is. I'm saying your claim is that Guardiola ruined football.
Yeah.
By in terms of the what we come to.
General, I'm just saying the plenty. You can't just put me on one spot.
I want to put you on one spot.
Don't put me on spot. Why put me on one spot?
What is the strongest aspect of the Guardiola ruined football?
Players development.
Yeah, you already pointed out. You
asked me my
people buy a lot of
giving
rubbish players and then they
do you believe Guardiola develop players?
Guardiola develops players.
Last 5 years, give me some.
Oh, the last 5
Yes.
years. Why do you have to be the last 5? Why does he have to be the last 5?
I don't want to back Yeah, I don't want to back her. You know why? Do you know why?
Yes. Why?
Baka development is top notch. If I coach Barcelona and the Messi is coming through, I am doing nothing. Okay, the Messi is giving me 6 trophies.
So the
Xavi is giving me 6 trophies.
Players like John.
And Iniesta is giving me 6 trophies. Like John Stones failed as Guardiola's.
Failed?
Yeah.
Manuel Akanji.
When did you see Manuel Akanji is nobody now? That's what I mean in 5 years.
This is similar to you saying, I mean, Yama is nobody as well.
Yama is
similar to you saying like
Yama is very. What do you tell me?
Now when you know
this guy, I like this guy. If you don't reflect, you just want to tell me. They like reflect for outside. Is that all? Thank you very much. God bless everybody. Alright, thank you very much. Blessings. Alright now. Bless, brother. Yeah.
We love you and we